welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this makeup look that I have on now, and I'm using the Manny Mua and makeupgeek collaboration palette. This palette is so beautiful. It has such a nice array of colors. Today I mainly used these shades here. I'll be doing another video using some of the darker shades. This palette is so beautiful. So I did more of a neutral eye look today with a baby wing liner because I wanted to do a bold red lip using the Kylie Lip Kit and Mary Jo K. This red is such a beautiful red. Like, it's just the perfect red, and it's such a nice liquid lipstick. I highly recommend it. It's very comfortable. It doesn't like show a lot of wrinkles like a lot of other liquid lipsticks do. And I really love this look that I created today, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks for watching. I'm going to be using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream as my moisturizer. I have very dry skin, so this is really good for dry skin. For lips, I'm going to be using the Smith's Rosebud Salve. And for my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Hey Honey Open Your Eyes Eye Contour Gel. I have really dry skin and really dry under eyes, so I always need an eye serum or eye cream. And I'm just going to start on my eyebrows. And for eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade with the Anastasia number 7 brush. And I'm using the shade Dark Brown. And for the front of my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Pro Brow Palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Blonde. I'm going to be using the lighter side of Blonde, and I'm using that for the innermost part of my eyebrow. And from the center out, I'll be using the Dip Brown and Dark Brown. Move on to eye primer, and I like various eye primers, but what I've been liking lately is this Chella Ivory Lace highlighter pencil or highlighter crayon. It's really good as an eye base, so I kind of just apply it all over my eyes. It's a good product for concealing or priming. It's really good for highlighting. It's not shimmery, it's matte, but it's a really nice color, and I love it as an eye primer. And I'm just using a kabuki angled eye brush. I'm just going to set this with a powder so that my eyeshadows won't skip. I do this with any eye primer in general. And I'm just going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder with a tapered brush. For today's look, I'm going to be using the collaboration makeupgeek and Manny Mua palette. This is such a gorgeous palette. I love it. And I'm going to start off with this shade up here, and it's called Beaches and Cream, and it's the perfect transition shade. I'm just going to get that, and I'm going to put it right here in our crease and buff it up upwards. And this is going to help all our other eyeshadows blend seamlessly. This is a very important step, especially if you're going to be working with dark colors. Next, I'm going to be taking this shade right here, the one right in the center. It's called Sora. And I'm just going to apply this on the outer V and into the crease, and then I'm going to blend it upwards. I'm applying it pretty heavily. This is where I like to start off all my dark colors. I like to start it off right in this outer V shade and blend it inwards. And like I said, apply it a bit heavily, and then it's easier to blend upwards. I applied it with a tighter tapered brush. And now I get that same fluffy brush we used at first, and I blend it all. Then I'm just taking this shade over here, and it's called Artemis. And it's a really nice light shimmer shade, and I'm just going to apply this on the brow bone. I'm not going to apply too much, but a little bit just so I can highlight this area. I'm also going to be applying this shade right in the inner tear duct so it can brighten up that area as well. I'm just going to go ahead and take this shade right here. It's called Frappe. And I'm going to do the same thing I did with Sora. Started out in the outer V. But this shade, I'm going to keep it very low. I'm not going to blend it too high. So I'm going to blend it with the same more dense tapered brush. And I'm going to keep it pretty low and not going to bring it up too high. So I'm just going to blend it with the same brush right in the crease. And now I'm taking that fluffy brush again, and I'm just going to slightly blend it. I'm not going to blend it too much. You just want to blend it slightly so there won't be any harsh lines, but just a little bit so it can all meld together. But you don't want to over blend because then you're just going to bring that color up as well, and then there's no point. For my lid shade, I'm going to be taking this shade right here, and it's called Luna. This is a beautiful shade. It's a foiled eyeshadow. So I'm going to put it on my brush and spray a little bit of Fix Plus on it just so it can be really metallic and foiled. So I've packed it on my brush, and now I'm just going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus. And this is going to go on nice and foiled. And I'm just taking this all across my lid. And personally, I'd rather get the eyeshadow, pack it on the brush, then spray the brush, and not spray the brush first, then go in the eyeshadow. If you spray the brush first and you go in the eyeshadow, more likely than not, your eyeshadow is going to be pretty cakey on the lids, and it's not going to be nice and smooth. And you don't want to over wet your brush either. To deepen up the crease, I'm going to take the shade Aphrodite. And I'm going to take a little bit and put it in the outer V only. Very tightly only keep this on the outer V. You don't want to take it all the way into the inner corner. You just want to keep it in that like slight V formation on the outer part of your eye. I'm going to take my fluffy brush and just kind of slightly go over that so it won't be too dark. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this MAC Smolder Eye Khol in my waterline. Using the Laura Geller Eye Calligraphy Felt Tip Eyeliner, I'm going to start by lining my upper lash line. And now I'm just going to wing it out. And now to define the wing a little bit more, I'm going to be using my NYC Liquid Eyeliner. So now that I have my wing liner on, I want to darken up my crease a little bit. And I'm going to be using that same shade, Aphrodite, this one that we used right in our crease. And I'm going to be using a small detail brush for this. And then I'm going to use that dense tapered brush. So now I'm going to be applying my eyelashes. I'm just using these khol lashes in the number 415. Before I apply my lashes, I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara. I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. This one's really good. So for lash glue, I'm going to be using this dual lash glue. And then I'll wait for them to dry a little bit, and then I'll go over the lash band with some liquid eyeliner and then apply some mascara. But while my lashes are drying, I'm just going to go ahead and start by applying my face primer. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Primer. This is the Blur plus Redness Control. This one's slightly green and it feels like a moisturizer, but this one's really good. Now I'm going to be applying this NYX Liquid Illuminator in the shade Gleam. I'm just going to apply it all over my face. For foundation, I'm going to be using this Bobbie Brown foundation stick in the shade Sand 2. This one's really good. This foundation looks good whether blended with a brush or a beauty blender, so either way it works. So to blend it out, I'm just going to be using this kabuki brush. Concealer, I'm going to be using the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer, and I'm using the shade 01. This one's very highlighting. And I'm just going to apply it everywhere that I want to highlight. I'm going to blend this all in with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. If you're going to highlight under your eyes, I suggest highlighting on your forehead, your nose, and your chin, just to even out the highlight so you won't have two white triangles under your eyes and then a darker face. Now to set this all in place, I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. This is a very finely milled powder, so it's perfect for under the eyes. And I'm going to be using a small tapered brush. And then right under where my contour is going to be. So I'm just going to brush off the excess powder. For bronzer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer, and I'm just going to apply this. I'm going to use this as my bronzer and my contour. For blush, I'm going to be using this Daisy Blush Duo from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to highlight on my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and a little bit on my forehead, not too much. And now I'm going to do my lower lash line, and for my lower lash line I'm going to take the shade Sora and just blend that out, and then I'm going to be taking a little bit of Aphrodite. For lipstick, I'm going to be using the Kylie Jenner Lip Kit in the shade Mary Jo K. This lip liner is so creamy. And now I'm just going to go in with the liquid lipstick. Such a pretty red. So that's it for the lips. I'm just going to apply a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to set everything in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.